Dr. R. Hemavati is an assistant professor in mathematics in Queen Mary's, Chennai. She has specialized on functional analysis. Having 12 years of experience in teaching, she has won various awards for her performance. She has published papers in 14 international journals, 3 national journals, and has presented papers in 10 international and in 5 national conferences. She is also one of the editors for an international journal.
Welcome to UGC lecture series. We are talking about a test of significance in the previous sessions. In this session also, we were going to talk about test of significance, in particular chi-square test for goodness of fit. Chi-square test is used to test the single variance and it is used to test the goodness of fit. That is what we are going to discuss in this session. The objective of this session is to work out some problems in chi-square test for goodness of fit, and the procedures related to this is also discussed. This table will be used for referring the table values when you are doing the comparison part. So, a dice was thrown 498 times. The observed frequency for the numbers 1 to 6 are given below. Number on the dice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The frequency is 69, that is the die with one face appears 69 times. The die with 2 points appears 78 times and the die face with 3 spots appears 85 times. Like that, these are the frequencies. What opinion would you form about the accuracy of the dice? Use chi-square test. So, first of all, if we want to discuss whether the die is accurate, we have to discuss about the die is biased or unbiased. We will set up H naught as biased so that frequencies are equally distributed. So, we will go ahead with the step 1, setting up of H naught such that summation OI is equal to summation EI, which says the die is unbiased. Okay. And step 2 says H1 such that summation OI is not equal to summation EI, where we say that the die is biased. That is, it is not accurate enough to give the results. Then step 3 is level of significance is 5%, and then degrees of freedom is n minus 1. How many subdivisions are there? There are 6 subdivisions, therefore, degrees of freedom will be 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Then step 4 is your calculation part. First of all, to find EI. To find EI, we found that summation OI value is equal to 498, is not it? That is what is it is thrown 498 times. So, summation OI is 498. Therefore, when it is distributed for 6 categories, then each EI will be equal to 498 divided by 6, which is equal to 83. Okay. So, this 83 is distributed equally for the 6 categories 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So, OI given is 69, 78, 85, 82, 86, 98. These are the values given in the question, that is OI values. Then its summation is 498, and this each EI just we have calculated, that is 498 divided by 12 gives you equally distributed for the 6 categories. 83 here also 83, 83 again 83, like that. This is your summation EI, which gives you 498. Then OI minus EI, 69 minus 83 it is minus 14, like that 78 minus 83 minus 5, like that we have calculated this column OI minus EI. Then this particular column is formed using its squares. OI minus EI whole square is 196, 25, 4, 1 and then 9 and then 225. Then this particular column is formed as OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. So, this particular value is this is actually 196 by 83, which is 2.36144. So, 2.36144, 0.30120 like that we have formed this column, and its total comes to be equal to 5.542. What is the summation? It is nothing but summation OI minus EI whole square by EI, that is what is 5.542. So, writing it separately, your calculated chi-square at 5% level of significance, 5 degrees of freedom is equal to 5.542. Now, actually we are in step 5 for the comparison and conclusion part. So, tabulated chi-square at 5%, 5 degrees of freedom is equal to 11.070, and now comparing 5.542 with 11.07, the value is lesser, therefore, calculated value is lesser than tabulated value. So, H naught is accepted, which means the die is accurate to give the results, die is unbiased. Okay. The next problem is about the binomial distribution. Now, what is said in this problem is a survey of 640 families with 5 children each rendered the following distribution. There are 28 families actually with all the 5 children as girls and there are no boys, and there are 112 families with 4 girls and 1 boy, and similarly 220 families with 3 girls and 2 boys. Accordingly, just calculate 5 children means when the 5 are girls there are no boys, and the 4 are girls then 1 will be boy, like that these are the number of families. So, total number of families are 640 families. The question is the result consistent with the hypothesis that male and female births are equally probable? Equally probable in the sense the probability of success and probability of failure are 50-50%. This could happen in binomial distribution. So, here it is not specifically given to fit the binomial distribution and test the goodness of fit. Here you are asked to verify whether male and female births are equally probable. Equal probability occurs with the kind of binomial distribution. Therefore, we are going to use the binomial distribution for calculating the expected frequency, and after calculating the expected frequency we are going to calculate the chi-square, and after computation of chi-square value we will just compare it with the tabulated value and see whether the binomial distribution which has equal probability is suitable for this kind of case, that is male and female births are equally probable or not. So, that is the identification we have done with this problem. So, we start the solution as step 1 H naught, saying that summation OI is equal to summation EI. It means male and female births are equally probable. Female births are equally probable. Step 2 goes like H1 such that summation OI is not equal to summation EI, that is male and female births are not equally probable. Then step 3 is usual level of significance. Let us fix it as 5% itself, and then degrees of freedom is equal to just n minus 1. N is the number of categories. We see how many categories are given. There are 6 categories given, isn't it? Just do not decide by the number of children as n. Here there are number of divisions given is 6. Therefore, our degrees of freedom will be 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Then step 4, first of all we have to calculate EI. To calculate EI, first x values has to be written, then P of x is equal to x using binomial distribution has to be done. So, binomial probabilities has to be calculated. Okay. So, this is n c x, p power x and q power n minus x here, and then E I will be capital N into p of x, where capital N is equal to summation f values, where here n is equal to number of children 5, x is taking the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and p and q is what is our equal probability stands for. P is equal to 1 by 2. If we stick on to female birth as success, then P is the proportion of female birth in the particular locality. So, P is equal to 1 by 2. So, Q is also equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So, this is actually, so P of x is equal to 5 C x 1 by 2 whole power x 1 by 2 whole power 5 minus x. For easy calculation, it is 5 C x 1 by 2 whole power 5. Okay. With this, we just proceed to calculate the expected frequencies. X values is 0. So, P of 0 is 5 C 0 into 1 by 2 whole power 5, which is equal to 1 by 2 whole power 5, and this value is 0.03125. Your capital N is summation frequency, sir. Summation frequency is 640, isn't it? 640 families. So, EI is equal to 640 into 0.03125 is equal to 20. It is approximated to the nearest whole number for easy calculation for chi-square. Then 1, x is 1, P of 1 is equal to 5 C 1 1 by 2 whole power 5, which is equal to 0.15625. So, 640 into 0.15625 is equal to 100, and then 2, P of 2 is equal to 5 C 2 into 1 by 2 whole power 5 is equal to 0.3125, which is equal to 200 when you multiply it with 640. Now, 3 is 5 C 3 into 1 by 2 whole power 5, which is equal to 5 C 3 is nothing but 5 C 2 using N C R is equal to N C N minus R. So, this 3 values again gets repeated 0.3125. Similarly, for 4 it is 0.15625. Similarly, for 5 it will be 0.03125. So, the correspondingly the value will be here 200, 100, then 20. Okay. So, these are the expected frequencies. So, now we just go ahead to find out the chi-square value. To find chi-square, this is OI and this is the EI which we have calculated using binomial distribution, and then usual procedure OI minus EI, 28 minus 20, 112 minus 100, like that. Then OI minus EI whole square then this column is OI minus EI whole square by EI. This 3.4 is arrived 64 divided by 20 is equal to 3.2, 144 by 100 1.44 and 400 by 202, like that we have calculated this particular column, and the summation value comes to be equal to summation OI minus EI whole square by EI is equal to 14.32. Here summation OI is 640 and summation EI is also equal to 640. Okay. So, now we have calculated the chi-square value and come to the comparison step. Therefore, calculated chi-square at 5% level of significance, 5 degrees of freedom is equal to 14.32. So, tabulated chi-square at 5%, 5 degrees of freedom is equal to 11.07. So, now just comparing, calculated value is just greater than 14.32 is greater than 11.07. Therefore, calculated value is greater than tabulated value, H naught is rejected. When H naught is rejected, we say that male and female births in that particular locality are not equally probable. Okay. So, the conclusion is male and female births not equally probable. Okay. So, we answer to the question. Then next type is a sample analysis of examination results of 200 MBA students was made. It was found that 46 students had failed, that is first category, and 68 secured third division, 62 secured second division and the rest were placed in first division. Are these figures commensurate with the general examination result, which is in the ratio 4:3:2:1 for various categories respectively? So far we have seen 1:1:1 type of distribution. This is kind of a ratio distribution, where instead of 1:1:1, that is instead of equal distribution, the categories, 4 types of categories, failed, third division, second division and the first division has been categorized in general as 4:3:2:1. Out of 200 students, these are the ratio distribution given. Now, the question is this figures given in the question commensurate with this kind of ratio distribution? So, we have to set up H naught as a ratio distribution of 4:3:2:1 is a good fit. Okay. Step 1, the solution starts. Step 1, writing mathematically is easier, summation OI is EI, but mathematical expression of H naught alone is not enough, because you have to answer to the question asked whether the figures commensurate the general examination result. According to H naught, the figures follows the ratio 4:3:2:1, whereas H1 says summation OI is not equal to summation EI. We say that the figures do not follow the ratio 4:3:2:1. 4 is for failed, 3 is for third division, second is for second division and 1 stands for the first division. Okay. Step 3 is level of significance at 5% we shall verify, and then degrees of freedom. Since there are 4 types of categories, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Then step 4 is your calculation part of EI and chi-square value. Okay. So, step 4 is to first find EI. 4:3:2:1. Total number of categories is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 10. Out of 10, 4 stands for the failed division, and out of 10 3 stands for third division, like that. So, to find EI, first of all the total comes to be equal to 200, right. So, 200 4 by 10 into 200, which is equal to 80 for first category, and then 3 by 10 into 200, which is 60, and then 2 by 10 into 200, which is 40, and then 1 by 10 into 200. This 200 is the total number of MBA students. 1 by 10 into 400 is 20. Therefore, total comes to be equal to 200. OI given in the question in the ratio of 4:3:2:1. Okay. So, this is EI which you have calculated with respect to this ratio 80, 60, 40, 20. Now, this is your summation OI. Summation OI is 200 and summation EI is also equal to 200. Then OI minus EI. OI minus EI is 46 minus 80 is minus 34, 68 minus 68, like that we have calculated. Then this one is OI minus EI whole square. Then this particular column is OI minus EI whole square by EI. Okay. OI minus EI whole square is 11, 56, 1156. So, this value 14.45 is arrived at 1156 divided by 80, which is 14.45. The summation value is OI minus EI whole square by EI is equal to 28.417. So, we have calculated the chi-square value and come to the step 5 part. So, calculated chi-square at 5% comma 3 degrees of freedom is equal to 28.417. Then tabulated chi-square at 5% comma 3 degrees of freedom is equal to 7.815. So, calculated value is much greater than tabulated value. So, H naught is rejected, it means H1 is accepted, and we say that figures do not follow 4:3:2:1. Okay, that is the ultimate conclusion we can give. Then this particular question is about fitting the Poisson distribution and testing the goodness of fit. So, directly we will get into the question. When the first proof of 392 pages, these are the 392 pages of a book of 1200 pages were read. Out of 1200 pages, 392 pages first proof has been done. The distribution of printing mistakes were found to be as follows: number of mistakes in pages 0 mistakes, there are no mistakes in 275 pages, and there is only one mistake on 72 pages. There are 2 mistakes in 30 pages, like that we have this tabular column is given. The question is fit a Poisson distribution to the above data and test the goodness of fit. Step 1 says H naught Poisson distribution is a good fit. And in mathematically summation OI is equal to summation EI, and step 2 says H1 a Poisson distribution is not a good fit, that is summation OI is not equal to summation EI, and step 3 says level of significance is 5% and degrees of freedom at present we shall not calculate because of Poisson distribution needs some kind of pooling type of thing. So, we have to see what are the degrees of freedom lost when you are doing the calculation. Step 4 is to first of all to find lambda for calculating with the Poisson distribution. Okay. This is the tabular column to find lambda, that is to find mean, is not it, lambda is mean, right. So, the x values are given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the frequency values observed in the question 275, 72, 30, 7, 5, 2, 1 and the summation f goes as this is summation f. Summation f is what 392 pages, is not it, and summation fx is equal to 189. Therefore, lambda is equal to summation fx by summation f 189 by 392 and the value is 0.482. So, lambda is equal to 0.482. We just calculated it for doing the Poisson probabilities, right. What are the Poisson probabilities? Here are the values to find EI. X values are given and these are the Poisson values equal to e power minus lambda power x by x factorial. So, for example, this 0.36176 is got as e power minus lambda is 0.482 whole power 0 by 0 factorial and this value is 0.6176. Similarly, this is e power minus 0.482 into 0.482 whole power 1 is equal to 0.2977. So, like that this column has been formed 0.0717 and 0.0115. Then EI are just calculated as a capital N into the P of x values. Capital N here is totally 392 pages, right, into P of x. So, this 242.1 is actually 392 into 0.6176. Okay. So, we have got 242.1 and this has to be rounded off to the nearest whole number 242, 117, 28 and this is rounded as 4 means this will be rounded as 1 because 4.5 and 0.5 together gives you the value total 5 and this is 0 and this is 0. So, these are the OI values. These are given in the question and these are EI values 242, 117, 28, 4, 1, 0, 0. So, we have got the values. And one more thing in chi-square distribution is the none of the frequency values should be less than 5 when you are doing the goodness of fit. Therefore, whatever the values which are less than 5 should be added to the previous one, so that the frequency value becomes greater than 5. So, when you are doing that kind of adding with the previous values is called pooling. When you are doing the pooling process for OI, the pooling process should be done for EI also, where till the pooling process has to be done till all the frequency values added becomes greater than 5. Okay. So, here first of all if you take 1 is added with 2, it is only 3, 3 is added with 5, it becomes 8, but 8 has become greater than 5. Let us see what happens if you do the pooling with the 3 values. 0 plus 0 plus 1, it is 1 again, 1 is less than 5. Therefore, we have to do the pooling with one more value, that is with 4. Since 4 values are pooled together to give a value of 5, here also 4 values has to be pooled, even though 8 has come with 3 values addition, we have to add one more value, because in EI we are doing the pooling with 4 values. Therefore, we have to do the pooling with the OI values with 4 values. So, this becomes 15 and 5, and then this is OI minus EI, the number of values becomes 4 only, 15 minus 5. For first 275 minus 242, 33, minus 45, 2, and then 15 minus 5, 10, and this is usual OI minus EI whole square. This is OI minus EI whole square by EI, and this total comes to be equal to 41.953. We are in the step 5, calculated chi-square 5%, comma, degrees of freedom is the number of categories is here 7 minus 1, 1 degree of freedom is lost due to calculation of lambda, and another degree of freedom is lost due to calculation of EI, and then 3 degrees of freedom is lost due to pooling. Okay. So, 2. So, 2 calculated, what is the value? 41.953, whereas tabulated chi-square at 5% comma 2 degrees of freedom is 5.99. Calculated value is greater than tabulated value. So, H naught is rejected. When H naught is rejected, we say that the Poisson distribution is not a good fit for this data. That is the conclusion we can give. In this session, we were talking about a chi-square test for goodness of fit. We have done some problems in a chi-square test for goodness of fitting the equal distribution, ratio distribution, which comes under the category of equal distribution itself, but only it is in the form of ratio. And then binomial distribution, binomial probabilities were calculated to find EI, and then we have seen whether binomial distribution is a good fit, and then we have also done a problem for fitting the Poisson distribution and testing whether it is a good fit. So, based on the discussion in this question, based on the discussion in this session, the following question is posed. Following is the distribution of the hourly number of trucks arriving at a company's warehouse. Trucks arriving per hour is taken as up to 8 o'clock per hour. A number of trucks arriving per hour is taken, and then frequency of arrival is taken. Find the mean of the distribution, and using this mean as parameter lambda, fit a Poisson distribution, test the goodness of fit at 5% level of significance. Thank you.